Hello and welcome to Notion Period Tracker Demo, Period 2.0 by Nelly Notion. This is the paid version. So once you purchase Period 2.0, you will receive a PDF, and on that PDF is a duplicate link. So just select that and then go over to the little three dots and then select duplicate page. If you don't have an account with Notion, go on over to notion.so and create an account. So once you've done that, you will have the Notion Period 2.0 template. And with the 2.0 template, you'll be able to log your periods, have predicted dates for your next period, fertile window ovulation, and you will know if it was a day early or late. You will also know if you were fertile or ovulating that day, what your discharge should look like on that fertile day, how many days to your next period. If you're taking birth control, you will get birth control reminders. And there's a lot more, and I will go ahead and walk you through that. But when you first get this, as you can see, there are going to be entries. And the reason I left the entries in there is just so that you can get a feel for how it works. So I would recommend, I'm going to delete this so I can show you. Okay, I would recommend you go ahead and look this over and play around with it for a little bit before you set it up for yourself. And once you've done that and you go to set it up for yourself, how you can do that is you can either highlight these and delete these entries, or you can just highlight the entered ones, right click, go over to date and press clear, and then go over to last period, right click, edit property, and select minus. That will clear those out. And then you can just go to whatever month is the current month and enter in your period. For the symptoms, you would just simply delete the days. Go here and delete. Once you do that, it is all set for you to go ahead and log in your periods. So right now it is July 22nd, and I have the July period entry. And over here, it will show your current month period overview. And it will also show alerts about your period and your birth control down here, and whether or not it is your fertile day or ovulating day. Okay. The difference between the 2.0 and the free version, one difference is that the symptoms are in a different database. So you will be able to log your symptoms for each day as opposed to logging your symptoms, your overall symptoms for that month. So it's better in that sense. And of course, all the other extras. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to enter your period, and I'm going to do that in August. It is not currently August, it is July, so it won't show up here because this only shows the current month period entries. But I'm just going to go ahead and enter in August 3rd. Let's see, I got my period on August 3rd. I'll enter in my last period month. And then that's it. And that will give me my cycle days, my predicted period. Let me know if it was a day late or early according to my original predicted period calculation, my fertile window, and my ovulation date. When I want to log my symptoms, I can just go over to the month overview. And as you see, I've made one for each month. And you can arrange them over here in group. So you can arrange them however you like. You can put September up there, down there, or right there, however you like. But typically, I would say you probably want the current month here. But since I'm doing August, I'm going to have August right here. So you can do it one of two ways. You can go to the quick symptoms log. Now the quick symptoms log is filtered for this month. And because I'm doing a demo of August and August is not this month, I'm not going to do it in there, but you can also log your symptoms for each day here. What to do is just say day 1, click on this. And the part where it says this section is for daily symptoms log, this is where you log in your symptoms. So August 3rd is day 1. My flow, energy level, symptoms, mood, meds or vitamins or caffeine, my cramp level, whether or not I exercised. I can even do the moon phase. And then if I want these symptoms to also show in the period tracker log database, I can just connect it here. So I can say August for day 1. And let me just show you that. So here's my day 1 symptoms in the symptoms database. But like I said, if you also want to, and this is just optional, and you linked it like I just showed you, it will show up here day 1 too. So that's up to you. If you want that little icon, you can just select whatever icon right here, and then it will be on there too. Of course, you can add your own icons. You have the period symptoms calendar. You can log whether or not you were spotting before your period or your premenstrual syndrome. So you can also archive these. So what you would do is just select whether you were spotting or it was PMS, and you select the month, name it, the date or dates, and then you're just going to relate it to that month overview. So this was May, so May period overview. This was June period overview. This is spotting relation. This is PMS relation. And this is related to June period overview. And then you add in your symptoms. And what that does is if you go over to the board, you can see it in the June period overview and the May period overview. Now you can, as you look over here, there is something called averages and counts, and I have a whole video on this so you can really see how it works. What this does is this will count your symptoms for the current month. So count all the symptoms for all of these days of the current month, and it will give you overall or it will give you a count. And you can also do that for the year. And really you can compare 2 months, 2 years, 5 months, 5 years. It all depends how you set it up. And as I said, I explained it in here. But as you can see, you have a count. So this is for the year entries so far entered in the year 2022. And this is for this month, which is July. And I'll show you. So when you go into day and you see averages, this is where they are linked. So if I go over here and I want this in the overall 2022, I just select overall 2022. And if this month was August, I would select this month and then delete this month from here, from July. And that's how you get the counts. Now scrolling up, you also have your calendar view, and you can, let's go to August now. I'm sure the period is longer than 1 day, so you can just go ahead and slide over and select how many days. Or in default view, you could do 3 end date to how many days. So that's how many period days length of period is 3 days. Now, all of these period entries are calculated. Your predicted period and everything is calculated by using your average cycle. So you want to make sure, now this is filtered to whenever you put in an entry, it automatically will have this average cycle relation. But if for whatever reason you aren't getting calculations, it's probably because this isn't selected here. So you want to make sure this is selected in average cycle relation. And you never want to delete this page. So this page, do not delete, do not edit. This is what calculates your period, okay? If I scroll down, you can see. So in this area, that's what's doing your calculations. Okay. So that is how you enter in your period. Enter in the date, enter in the last period, enter in your symptoms. And the overview, you want to always make sure is related to the period tracker right there. So, and it tells you right here, overview, period tracker relation. And then you get your counts when it's related to this database. So that's how you do that. Up here are your menstrual phases. And all you do to get those is you just click on this and make sure it's related to whatever month, the current month typically, that you want to see your menstrual phases. Now you could duplicate this, and then so you can see it for each month if you'd like. In here, you have the separate pages for each of these databases. So this is the main page, so it has everything on one page, but if you want to view it separately, you can just click right in here for period log and predictions. Hopefully it doesn't take too long to load. Okay. And as you can see, you have your calendar. We have that August one we did. You can log your period here. And you can see your year view of your period predictions. You can see your phases. So as I said, if you also wanted to see it for each month, you just duplicate this and then link it to that current month. And then down here is the year estimates. So how the year estimates works is if you have regular periods, you can get a kind of overview of when your periods will probably start. They might be a few days off. And as you enter in more periods into your period log up here, it will become more and more accurate. But you have to have a January and a February period first before you can get the rest of the year's predictions. So once you have those, you just highlight these, right click, go to edit property, go to period tracker, and make sure that it is related to January of that current year that you want the predictions. You also want to make sure that they are all related to the average cycle. And once they are, which when you get this, it will already be set up that way. But if not, just make sure, and then you will see the whole year's estimates. So it's just a nice little thing to help you plan for the year if you have regular periods. If you have irregular periods, the dates are going to be off. Okay. Let's go back to period 2.0. This might take a minute to load because for some reason when I'm recording and I'm on Notion, my pages take a long time to load, but that wasn't too bad. Okay, and right in here, you have period reminders. So because Notion doesn't have the option to do reminders in the formulas, how I've decided to do this is you have your predictions here. So if you want to know if you want a notification on the day or the day before that your period's supposed to start, you can just see here where it says predicted period August 4th. Click on here and make sure it says August 4th. And then if you have Notion, the mobile Notion app on your phone, you will get the notification on your phone. So it's pretty neat. I have the actual database pages in here. And then I have the mobile here. And what you do for the mobile is you just favorite this. If you have the mobile app, you favorite this page, and that way you have easy access to everything. Now I'm going to show you the birth control and sex log. Now the birth control and sex log is not on the free version, it is only the paid version, so the period 2.0. And what you get is, you can see here, you have birth control reminders, you have a birth control log. So for instance, here, if you have the ring, click in here. What you can do is you would put in the date that you got the ring, and then you want to put in the frequency of how often you would like to see your renewal date. Now this is going by the current date. So let me hide these. So this is going by the current date. So as you can see, December 31st, 3 months from December 31st is March. But this says September. That's because this is going by 3 months since July. So what I would say is, if you want to log when you did renew, so you got this in December and you renewed it in March, you will log it here so that you know you did renew it in March. And then if you're logging your pills and you just want to log maybe days you missed, you could log it here and don't click pill taken. And if you want to log days that you doubled up, you can just go ahead and do that and maybe make a note like doubled up that day. Because down here is a virtual view of your birth control pill pack. So what this does is, once you get your birth control pills and you have your little pack, you can put in your active days, your break days, and then you can just check off. You can get a view here. You can check off what days you took your pills, and when you check it, it will turn black. And then if you missed it, it will stay green. Now the current day is Friday the 22nd. And so if it's red, that means you haven't taken your pill yet. And you'll also notice up here, you will see notification, don't forget to take your pill. And if you looked on the period main page, if you seen that June or that July overview, you probably saw this on there. So this is also linked to that. So it's related to that month, so that you can get your birth control pill relations. So July period overview, and this is where you would relate it to the current month. But if I checked it, I did take it. So let's say check off. That notification is going to disappear. Now, if I missed it, as you can see here, Wednesday the 20th, it was missed. You can see right here the days missed. Wednesday and Thursday. If I check off Thursday, it would only be Wednesday right there. But like I said, if you want to log the days you missed, Wednesday the 20th, you can come up here and log those. So let's say July 20th. That day was missed. And then you probably maybe doubled up the next day. So we'll name this. Oh wait, this should say Wednesday, sorry. And this one will say Thursday. Pill. Pill was taken, and then I think there's a notes on here. Did I put a notes property? Okay, we're going to add a notes property. So let's just text, and we will say, name it notes. Oops. And say doubled up. So you can log that you doubled up on your pill that day. If you'd like that little icon, just select here. And that's how you can log in your birth control. Log in your renewal days, log in your pill days that you missed or took two. And this is how you check them off. Go ahead and uncheck that or that one. And this was a suggestion from a customer. So if you have any suggestions for any of my templates, you can always email me, jcwtemplates@gmail.com, or even leave a comment or suggestion below. I always respond, and I will always try and create whatever it is that you'd like. So yeah, I really like this edition. I think it's pretty neat. You also have, and I spelled this wrong. Why did I spell all appointments wrong on everything? I don't know if anyone noticed that. Okay. But I swear I know how to spell appointments. Okay. Why is it? There we go. Appointments. Okay. Anyways, so you can log your appointments, and you have a contacts here, and then you also have a sex log. So you can log in the days you had sex, and when you relate it to the month of your period entry, you will see, where is it on here? Isn't it? Let me, properties, alert, okay. Hold on one moment here. Okay. You will be able to see whether or not you were fertile, ovulating. You can also check whether a condom was used. You can relate it to the birth control, so you can see what type of birth control you used. You can add a person. I think this is linked to contacts, notes, whatever it is that you like. So, and then we have different icons if you'd like here. So that I've added. So it's a pretty neat little sex log if you like to log that. And I have a video on this on my channel, so kind of just explains this probably even a little more, a little better. So that is the birth control and sex log. Let's go back to period 2.0 and see if I covered everything. I believe I did cover everything, so I'm just going to quickly, real quick, reiterate what you do. So when you first get this, you will go to the PDF, go to duplicate the page, go ahead and either clear out these two sections or delete all of these and put in new entries. Go ahead and delete. I wouldn't delete these. I would just go ahead and delete the days. It's not that much to delete, I hope. And another easier way to delete the days is you can just go to the default view here, and you can just highlight these, right click, delete. So that's another easier way. And then, yeah, then you add in your periods, your period date, your last period, your symptom days, make sure everything is related. And then when you want to log birth control, you can do it here. You also have, as I said, the separate pages up here. You have your mobile view. Here's an instructions page, which also has a lot of resources and videos and whatnot. You have your period reminders here, and your phases here, which you just relate to this. You have your moon phase widget if you would like to add that to your symptoms and track that. And then you have your current view. And that is it. So hopefully that helps you and explains how you use the period tracker. As I said, if you have any comments, suggestions, any ideas, any other templates you'd like me to work on, you can go ahead and email me, or you can leave a comment below. If you like this channel, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel and you will receive updates for any updates I make to any of my templates, really. And also, you'll be able to watch videos of new templates or any other content concerning Notion. I was even considering making day in my life videos, but we'll see. So, like I said, hope you like the Period Tracker 2.0. Also, if you do like this, can you go ahead onto Gumroad and leave a 5-star review? If you do not like it for any reason, go ahead and email me. I will help you out. If you need a refund, I will refund you. If there's just something that isn't quite making sense to you, I will help explain it. Or if there's something, like I said, that you'd like added, I will go ahead and add it or fix anything. So that's it. Thank you and have a great day.